work it out.
Pre-video working out. Yeah. See, now I'm loose for the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is dumb. Hola, you amazing artists. So I've got a few comments from anime artists who their art teachers are hating on their anime art.
Rude.
Very rude. And I've got something to say about that.
Ruffy's Rants.
Before I get started, I want to make it very clear that I do understand that there are some very awesome art teachers out there, but there are also some art teachers that are pretty absolutely, completely crap-tastic.
Curmudgeonly and hateful and stubborn.
Bags of douche. That's what I like to call them. Bags of douche.
Gross.
So some of you already know about my own experience with my art teacher and me telling my art teacher off. I definitely don't recommend that you guys do that because that didn't turn out very well for me. Actually, I'm a career artist now, so maybe...
It actually did work out okay.
Yeah. So based on my experience, you guys know that I am definitely not a big fan of anybody telling anybody else what is art. I could care less if you are an art major or an art critic or an art teacher. You do not tell me what art is.
Yeah, opinions are like cookies.
What?
They taste best when you keep them in your pie hole. I just made that up. Do you like it?
Yeah, that's great. That being said, I'm not going to rip these curmudgeon art teachers a new one. Well, maybe just a little. So first, let me define what I consider to be an awesome art teacher. Basically, they look at where you're at with your drawings, no matter what it is that you're drawing. They use that to help to improve your talent. If you're interested in anime, a good art teacher will utilize anime to teach you anatomy and to teach you all the other fundamentals that there is to learn if you want to learn how to do really, really good art. So what do I mean by fundamentals of art? Form, anatomy, composition, value, perspective, color theory that allows you to take shapes and lines and shades and colors and make it look like an image that is able to translate from real life. They allow you to take something that you're already good at and make it even better, which is freaking awesome. So good art teachers usually inspire you to push yourself further than you even thought you were capable of going. Now we're going to talk about bad art teachers. What I consider bad art teachers are usually teachers that are stuck in very rigid ways of teaching art. Everyone must learn the same techniques in the same way because this is the proven method. This is how I learned it. This is the best way to learn it.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's cool and all, but it's art.
Yeah.
There's got to be some room for creativity.
We're talking about creative expression.
You want to be rigid? Teach math.
And the problem is that maybe they don't have a working knowledge of anime, they don't know anything about anime, or they think that they know something about anime because they've seen one image. Maybe they don't even watch anime. They have a knowledge of anime that is based on a popular misconception that anime is easy to do and that it's trite. And what happens with bad art teachers is that they usually don't investigate it further and follow it downstream to see how it evolved into what anime is today. And I have a really big issue with that because it's one of the reasons that modern art or any form of new art is looked down upon. It's looked as degenerate art.
You can't take this seriously.
Yep.
Look at its eyes.
Its eyes! The eyes! The problem is that with attitude like that towards any form of art, I mean, you could look at modern art, you could look at Expressionism, you could look at any work by Pablo Picasso or Matisse or Jackson Pollock and just call it easy to do and trite. It is the history of the art and actually looking a little bit deeper into the artist and looking deeper into the meaning behind how it was created, why it was created, that gives the art a relevance when you're looking at it.
I guess that's always kind of the case whenever a new art genre emerges, huh?
Yeah.
In any field, it's like artists are the pioneers and everybody else is like, We hate it.
The problem is that a lot of young anime artists are hating on modern art because, they're basically fighting back. Their art teachers are trying to teach them modern art, and they're looking at a red dot on canvas and like, you're telling me that my stuff is bad? What the hell is that? And it's not just art teachers, it is just closed-minded people who look at something and they just see it on the surface. They don't actually look a little bit deeper to see like, oh, okay, what is the meaning behind this? To be honest with you, art teachers should not be that way. Art teachers, if you are teaching generalized art, then that means that you should have an interest in general art. If you don't want to use anime in your class, well then teach modern art. Teach a specific field where you're not going to allow anybody else to bring in their trite into your class.
Yeah, and if you don't want to see anything new, then teach art history.
Yeah, teach art history if that's all you consider art. It makes me so mad. Anime is freaking cool. And the thing is that anime's been around. I didn't draw anime in school, but I drew comic book characters. And at the time, my teachers considered comic book art trite. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You have anatomy. You're dealing with values. You're dealing with all the fundamentals of art. And you're going to tell me that this isn't art? As an art teacher, I believe that your responsibility is to prepare the artists. Get them knowing the fundamentals, utilizing their strengths, and then prepare them for rejection. Explain to them what kind of rejection they're going to be facing. Don't reject them right off the bat before they even have their legs. For the most part, us artists are extremely insecure when it comes to our art and our art career, and the last thing we need is somebody that we are supposed to look up to in our class telling us that what we do is shit. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna woo-saw myself now.
Breathe it out. Find your happy place.
Happy place. An art career in of itself could be a soul-crushing endeavor. So, I mean, yeah, maybe your art teacher is being a jerk. Just utilize that opportunity to just keep moving forward. Because, like we said before, all the pioneers in art were rejected time and time again. My advice to any young artist that has an art teacher or friends or family who is being dismissive of their art is two things. Number one, don't get your feelings hurt. Maybe your art teacher actually thinks that they are trying to help you, and because they have a rigid point of view, they think that they need to get you to do something a certain way in order to help. They might not be aware that they are being a bag of douche. So give them the benefit of the doubt. They may not know any better. Talk to them and let them know how it is that they're making you feel, and see if you guys could come to an agreement of some way of working together instead of working apart from each other. My second tip is you may have talked to them and actually found out that they are indeed a bag of douche. In that case, do not take it personally. Do not let it dissuade you from creating your art. Do the assignments in the class. Learn what you can from the class, but keep creating your art and keep creating your anime. Nobody can tell you what to do when you're not in class. An artist isn't defined by popular opinion. An artist is defined by their tenacity, by their ability to just keep going, even though everyone else around them is telling them that they're dumb. Any of the artists that actually made a big impact on the art world, when they first came out with their art, they were rejected. They were rejected by the establishment, by art educators, by everyone.
I really like watching Andy Warhol interviews. His responses are awesome. And they're like, don't you think your art's kind of meaningless? And he's all like, yeah, maybe it is.
Whether it is your style, your message, the form of art that you create, some people are just not going to like it. So just stay true to yourself. If you love anime, work on creating the best anime ever. Work on creating something that nobody has ever seen in anime. Just keep creating, keep doing your art, and don't let anyone dissuade you from doing your art. And if you've got a good art teacher, man, high five. to your good art teacher.
Yeah,
Like,
shout
we need-
out to all the good art teachers
Yeah.
out there.
Shout out. We need more good art teachers out there, not just people that are whatever. And that's all I've got. I really hope you guys found this helpful. I really hope you found this helpful. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. Also, let me know your own thoughts on art. I'm curious to know what you guys are thinking when it comes to any and all kinds of art. And thank you so much, you guys. You guys are absolutely freaking amazing. I totally adore you. And if you like this and you want to watch more like this, just click over here to subscribe. And if you want to watch our last video, click right over here. Say goodbye, Clee.
Good day.
Adios.